They possessed keen insights into the female mind, particularly with regard to want and attraction, and they understood psychology, especially as it related to people and relationships. They also noticed that women's behavior might convey subtle but significant signals. Watch to see all 7 signs a woman displays when she feels strongly attracted to a man, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your stories in the comments section. Today, we're delving into the fascinating world of female psychology to discover what it reveals about a woman's thoughts. The first chapter: the influence of touch. When a woman is excited, her body language frequently changes, and touch becomes a crucial means of communicating her emotions. For example, she may run her fingers along her arms or legs, play with her hair, or lightly touch her neck. These actions are more than just fidgeting. They are signs that she is re-establishing a connection with her body and sensing her physical sensations. One of the most underappreciated indicators of a woman's developing desire is the sensations she experiences as her attraction to self-touch increases. Even before they have physical contact, her body is reacting to her growing emotions through seemingly random actions that are a part of a larger pattern where she becomes more aware of her body and how it relates to her desires. When she is with someone she is attracted to, especially with romantic interest, her body becomes a canvas for her enthusiasm, indicating a yearning for connection. But it doesn't end there. Her need for physical contact intensifies. This might manifest in a number of ways, such as a gentle prod, a persistent touch on your arm, or unintentional brushstrokes. For many women, initiating or seeking touch is a subtle but obvious way to express interest without explicitly saying it. This behavior is rooted in an increased level of arousal and a desire to advance the connection further. These are her body's natural way of exploring closeness without crossing boundaries. Her comfort, curiosity, and excitement are communicated non-verbally through physical contact. She's not just trying to feel close to you, she's progressively creating a moment. Whether it's playful or more intimate, touching is her way of expressing desire while increasing her own sense of excitement about what might happen next. By letting her share and receive warmth and reassurance without speaking a word, her touch, even if casual, creates a sense of tension and anticipation. For men who are aware of these signs, this subliminal invitation indicates that she is interested and prepared for a more intimate relationship. A stronger emotional and physical connection that feels reciprocal and involves natural contact can be formed by reacting warmly. When she initiates or welcomes touch, it's more than just a casual gesture. It's a sign of trust and a desire to connect with you on both a physical and emotional level in the appropriate context. It also fosters comfort and trust, indicating that she feels comfortable enough to engage physically. Many women associate their sense of pleasure and desire with feeling safe and at ease. Her arousal is increased by touch, whether it be a tender hand on her back, a subtle brush against her arm, or a more personal gesture. If you can spot these indicators, you can see how these little gestures, which evolve from self-touch to contact with the person she likes, show her increasing interest, anticipation, and excitement. Chapter 2. The role of sexual fantasy explains how reacting to her touch can deepen your relationship, heighten her interest, and produce a satisfying experience for you both. A woman's sexual fantasy provides valuable insight into her mental arousal. When she experiences intense attraction or desire, she may lose herself in fantasy, but for males, attraction may begin with a vision. Many women's desires originate in their imaginations, and if she is deep in contemplation, her mind may already be creating intimate and connected situations. Depending on her state of mind and the circumstances, her dreams can range from light-hearted to deep. She may envision intimate moments. These mental images prepare her body language for potential subsequent clues or double meanings, such as sexual interactions, or simply the excitement of being near someone she likes. She might even direct the conversation towards subjects that allude to intimacy or crack flirtatious jokes. A woman's playful or provocative behavior is frequently a sign of her mental arousal. By observing these clues, you can determine whether she's willing to explore more supportive behavior, which is her method of boosting her own desire while fostering mutual interest. Her gentle use of imagination deepens your bond and prepares you for a more fulfilling physical encounter. Chapter 3. Secret Wishes. When a woman is deeply attracted to someone, she may give away hints about these desires, or demonstrate them through her behavior. These hidden desires are very personal and reflect her individual tastes, whether they are related to closeness, emotional connection, or even particular activities she enjoys. When she is comfortable in her own skin, she is more likely to share her true desires. Intense attraction frequently brings a woman's secret wants to light. These aren't necessarily wild fantasies, but perhaps personal preferences she doesn't usually reveal. By responding gently, you can deepen your connection and give her a greater sense of security and gratitude. Her candor in expressing them shows that she feels close to you and trusts you enough to share her hidden wishes. Women frequently associate their wants with greater mental and emotional satisfaction in an effort to feel appreciated and understood. By recognizing and attending to these needs, you can establish a connection that is fulfilling on both an emotional and physical level. Chapter 4. Sensuality and Sweet Cravings. One of the most fascinating aspects of female psychology is how some foods, especially sweets like honey, can increase a woman's sense of sensuality and well-being. When a woman experiences intense attraction or desire, she may instinctively crave something sweet, seeking out flavors like honey, which is traditionally thought of as an aphrodisiac. The relationship between sweetness and sensuality goes beyond simple cravings. Eating something sweet can help her feel more connected to her body and her feelings, elevating her sense of desirability and sensuality. When she's feeling particularly attracted, needing something sweet is frequently a method for her to embrace her desire for intimacy and affection. These foods represent indulgence, pleasure, and a yearning for cherished times. Giving her sweets like chocolate or honey can create a sexual atmosphere, increase anticipation, and psychologically fortify your bond. Additionally, she can feel calmed and relaxed by sweet foods like honey, which will aid her transition into a state of increased arousal. A woman's desire for honey or other sweets when she is attracted to you is essentially a reflection of her deeper desires for connection, comfort, and indulgence in shared experiences. Sharing sweets adds a playful intimacy element that fosters a connection that extends from emotional to physical closeness. That need for something sweet is frequently the result of a deeper yearning for connection and pleasure. It's not only about satisfying her sweet tooth, it's also about boosting her desire and sensuality by recognizing and responding to these. When you see her reaching for a treat, take note. It might be more than just a passing sugar craving. It could be her way of expressing a need for closeness and connection, giving you the opportunity to perform a small act of kindness. Cravings. Men can tap into their partner's emotional and physical needs, making the experience more fulfilling and intimate. Remarkable. Chapter 5. Establishing deadlines and reiterating goals. The desire of a woman to arrange dates and make plans is one of the most obvious signs of intense attraction. She is actively making plans, indicating a deeper connection which goes beyond a casual talk. The activities she recommends and the way she arranges these times frequently promote a closer. When Bond assumes control of her energy shifts, she may propose private dinners, movie nights, or impromptu plans that encourage relaxation and seclusion. This shift from unplanned group gatherings to scheduled one-on-one interactions is an indication of her developing emotional attachment. These concepts are not arbitrary. She is deliberately arranging times for emotional bonding with the goal of maintaining and strengthening the link. Setting up a date offers her something to look forward to, preparing her for the happiness and contentment that come from spending time with her. Her actions, which are demonstrated by the meticulous preparation, demonstrate that she is purposefully creating memorable moments for guys, rather than just wishing for good times. By requesting one-on-one time, she's demonstrating that she's interested in more than just a passing acquaintance and is investing time and effort into developing a meaningful relationship, which may indicate that her sentiments are growing. Setting dates helps her manage the excitement and anticipation that attraction brings by providing her with psychological structure and security in the developing relationship. This mental preparation heightens the experience and fortifies her emotional bond. Her careful selection of the scene, such as a peaceful cafe or a laid-back park visit, improves the encounter by encouraging intimacy in conversation and occasionally even a subtle touch. Acknowledging her investment fosters a relationship based on concern and purpose, and scheduling dates offers emotional stability, lowering the uncertainty that can occur in new relationships and enabling her to be totally present. This anticipation increases her attraction to the person she's with and strengthens her desire for time spent together. In other words, if she prioritizes date plans and makes plans for when and how you'll meet, it's a clear indication that her feelings are growing. Her efforts demonstrate that she's not letting things happen by accident, but is actively making sure significant moments happen. And men who comprehend and appreciate this effort can better relate to her intentions and foster a healthy relationship. Chapter 6. Changing priorities. A change in her routine, such as skipping a workout or rearranging work obligations to create time for impromptu, private moments with someone who has captured her interest, is a subtle but significant sign of attraction. It has nothing to do with lying. It is an indication of how her woman's routine provides stability and structure, but intense attraction can cause her to reevaluate previously held beliefs, which may cause her to stay out later than normal. To enjoy a day of adventure or intimacy, embrace spontaneity, or even call in ill. These adjustments could start out small, like skipping a workout or rearranging a friend's visit, but they gradually demonstrate a strong emotional connection, and as her interest in someone increases, her schedule becomes more accommodating. Putting time with him ahead of prior obligations. Because spending time with that person is so fulfilling, attraction triggers the brain's reward system, which may lead her to shift her priorities and step outside of her comfort zone. It's not only about looking for excitement. Attraction also reorganizes her life. These disruptions show the mental space this person now occupies, which makes it more difficult for her to concentrate on daily duties. Understanding this can be important since it shows a genuine emotional commitment. The effort she makes to share meaningful experiences shows how much she values the connection, and her willingness to change her schedule is a clear sign of her growing interest. Men who value this can strengthen the bond and support a relationship where both parties are flexible in spending quality time together and contribute to each other's happiness. Chapter 7. Eyes that express. A woman's increasing interest to you can be seen in the way she looks at you. Her eyes, which are the windows to the soul, can convey a story of curiosity and emotional connection more often than words can. When she is attracted, her gaze becomes more focused on you and her students long before she talks. Pupil dilation is a dependable indicator of attraction. Her body frequently unconsciously displays its reaction to the chemistry between you, and the eyes serve as a bridge for emotional transparency. She may enlarge, signifying a natural response to desire for prolonged eye contact. This is one of the subtlest yet strongest ways she communicates this, drawing the other person into her emotional orbit. As her emotions develop, her gaze alternates between intense connection and playful inquiry. This openness, when returned with constant eye contact and a kind smile, can create a strong bond that makes her feel seen and understood. When two individuals exchange glances like this, it goes beyond ordinary desire and becomes a moment of shared intimacy. This is because prolonged eye contact produces a feedback loop, where her stare invites a reaction that reinforces the bond. As this episode comes to a close, it's evident that observing these subtle signs of attraction helps establish a deeper bond by recognizing and responding to her cues. Men can improve the emotional and physical closeness of the relationship by doing this. Keep in mind that although these behaviors are common, open communication is crucial for comprehending your partner's particular needs. We appreciate your time, and if you found anything useful today, please like, subscribe, and comment. Come back soon for other perspectives on relationships and the psychology of attraction.